January 2nd, 1935, a man walks into the Hotel President in Kansas City. He uses a fake name, carries no luggage, and checks into a room that will become one of the strangest unsolved crime scenes in American history. He called himself Roland T. Owen, but there was no ID, no one to vouch for him, and as we'll find out, that wasn't his real name. From the start, this man was hiding something. He requested a windowless room, no natural light. Room 1046, a small dark chamber at the center of the hotel, far from prying eyes. No suitcase, no change of clothes, just a few grooming items, and a nervous look on his face. The bellboy who escorted him would later recall, he acted like he was afraid of someone. The maid reported something strange. Every time she came to clean, the room was dark. He always sat in the corner, alone, barely speaking, watching her silently from the shadows. She overheard him whisper into the phone, "Don, is that you?" The name Don would be mentioned again and again, but who Don was remains a mystery to this day. Over the next 2 days, the hotel switchboard noticed something odd. The phone in room 1046 kept going off the hook. Not used, just disconnected. Every time they sent someone to check, the guests seemed nervous. On the third night, other guests reported hearing angry voices. Furniture was knocked over. One woman said she heard a man shouting, "I'll kill you!" Then, silence. The next morning, room 1046 didn't respond. The maid entered with a pass key. The lights were out. The man was lying on the bed, covered in blood. He had been brutally assaulted, beaten in the head, stabbed in the chest, tied with cords. Yet when asked who had done it, he murmured, "Nobody." Though still alive when found, his condition deteriorated quickly. He died a few hours later in the hospital. The only name he ever gave was Roland T. Owen. Police were baffled. There were no personal documents, no wallet, not even socks or a shirt to change into. It was as if he appeared from nowhere. With no ID and no one coming forward, he was buried in a pauper's grave, a nameless victim of a brutal crime that made no sense. But then came the first twist. A florist received an anonymous phone call. A man requested flowers be sent to the funeral with a note that read, "Love forever, Louise." The funeral was paid for by another anonymous caller. When asked who the man was, the voice said, "He got into a jam, but he was a good guy," then hung up. 2 years later, a woman in Birmingham, Alabama, saw his photo in the paper. Her heart stopped. She said, "That's my son. His name is Artemus Ogletree." He was only 17 years old when he left home in 1934 to see the country. His parents had no idea he was in Kansas City or that he had died there. Artemis's mother had been receiving letters, typed, cold. They didn't sound like her son, but they were signed with his name. The letters came from cities Artemis was never known to visit. His family was convinced someone else had written them. Shortly after the story went public, a woman called a local paper. She said, "I know who killed Artemis. He got what was coming to him." Then she vanished. They tried tracing the number. Nothing. The woman never identified herself. Another dead end in a case full of shadows. Throughout the entire investigation, one name echoed: Don. Who was he? A friend? A lover? A killer? No one ever found out. Staff recalled seeing a tall man visiting Owen's room the night before he was found. He wore a dark coat and never gave a name. The mysterious Don never appeared again. His name exists only in whispers, on the phone, in a letter, in a dying man's mouth. Even after Artemis was buried, more letters arrived. Anonymous, cryptic, some typed, some handwritten. None ever traced. Despite the violent struggle, police found no foreign fingerprints, only Artemis's. It was as if the killer left no trace. Theories flooded in: a jealous lover, a blackmail deal gone wrong, even a mafia-style execution, but none could be proven. The FBI reviewed the case, but nothing ever came of it. No new leads, no evidence, only silence. Hotel staff claimed strange sounds continued from room 1046, even when it was empty. They eventually closed it for good. Part 2: Theories, secrets, and final clues coming next.